All right, here are my audience members. Can you hold that for me, please? Thank you. Mm-hmm. Okay, guys, welcome to my speech today. We are going to be talking about Head Start funding and building the foundation for a lifetime of learning. Do y'all know anything about Head Start funding?
A little bit, but not much.
Okay, imagine a classroom filled with excited toddlers and preschoolers, children from many different backgrounds, and many from families barely getting by. I couldn't think. So now imagine these seats disappearing. Not because the children don't need it, but because the funding was cut. Isn't that sad?
Yeah.
Okay, what is Head Start? Head Start is a program that is governmentally funded. It's for low-income families or children with disabilities. So if you're in the foster care program, you automatically can get in. If you have a disability, you automatically get in. And if you're low income, like SNAP, WIC, anything like that, you automatically qualify.
Question. If you're over income, are you still eligible, or are you on a certain waiting list, or is there a certain percent you guys accept?
If you are over the income, if you have SNAP and WIC, you automatically get points. You do go on a waiting list. It really just depends on, they go off your W-2 and check stubs as well. So, like I am a part of this program, and my son, I was over the income limit on my W-2, and I didn't have a job at the time, but I couldn't prove that I did not have a job anymore. So I had to wait until I had my first check stub or wait until a new year to prove. But because I already had SNAP and WIC and Medicaid, it helped me get on the list, and then it took probably about a good 6 months to get my son in. So there is a waiting list, but also if you are over the income and your child has a disability, you can automatically be accepted. But there is still a waiting process to it.
Okay.
It's meant to help educate children birth through 5 years old. Why is Head Start important? Head Start preschool helps ensure children enter kindergarten prepared emotionally, socially, and academically. Head Start helps low-income children as well as children with disabilities and their family with the support they need. So not only does it educate your children, not only does it teach them, and it's also a child care while you go to work, but it also helps get the supports you need. So if something happens and you need dental work, or if you need any kind of resources like extra help, food, anything like that, we are here to get the support that you need and try to find any kind of solve your problems, basically. And if we can't, then we try to find someone who can. Head Start also helps with children with dental care and medical care. We're always lead testing, dental checking, hearing testing, vision testing, all stuff like that constantly. So we're always making sure that your child is on track. The threat to Head Start funding. Trump's 2026 federal budget proposal from the administration has reportedly included a plan to eliminate funding for Head Start entirely. So even though we had that hiccup in the beginning when he first took office, he still plans to eliminate us permanently. So that's not just, I know. That's not just Head Start, it's also early Head Start. So literally birth to 5. Now, this is a big deal because not only does it affect the children in the program, it affects all the families that work in the program, all the families that attend the program. So like we all three, we work for this program. This is going to make us lose our jobs. Not to worry you or anything. Mm-hmm. This is going to make us lose our jobs. This is going to make us not have childcare during the day while we're working. And it's just going to hurt us. We're going to be looking for jobs. We're going to be looking for childcare. If we do find another job, we're not going to have the childcare that we did have. It also hurts us with the supports and everything that we are getting through medical, dental, all that stuff. Also, you are my family. So it's going to be breaking up a family. Consider the rest of these factors. The education for low-income children will be gone. Health services for low-income families will be gone. And let's face it, if low-income families don't have the support every day that they see, they're not going to try to continue to get that support. They'll just give up. Low-income families, I hate to say it, but they have issues with getting the help that they need if they have to ask for it. But if we're constantly asking them, they're willing to just say yes instead of having to ask for it. That also includes the job layoffs I just talked about. Society costs increase due to more education needed in the future. So say that these children are coming to our program, we're catching autism, we're catching any kind of disabilities, we're catching speech delays, and we're providing that service to them to help them, with the help that they need, the children, so that they are better prepared in the future. Versus if they're just going straight into kindergarten, and kindergartners are figuring that out at public school. Not everything is free. I know it's free to attend for the most part, but like if they need speech therapy, if they need disabilities, that's not always free. So we're catching it early and finding the support that they need to carry on into the ISD, whereas it's going to cost them more in the future, as well as the government more if it is free. And then children will have less access to stable environments, so they won't have their routine anymore. They'll be going straight into kindergarten with no routine, and it's just going to cause chaos in my head. So the conclusion is cutting Headstart funding harms children, weakens families, and costs society way more in the long run. Does anyone have any questions?
So, I'm a low-income family. So, what is the difference between going to Head Start and using the workforce program that pays for regular daycare?
So,
what makes daycare and Head Start different?
The CCMS, if that's what you're talking about, that program, it does pay for childcare, or it lowers the cost of childcare for you. But that waiting list, I have been on that waiting list literally probably since my son was born, and he is 2.5, and I've never gotten accepted into that wait list. So I feel like we have a lot smaller of a wait list, and it's more local and more like you actually know the program that you're in. Like 90% of us that work here all have children here because it just happened to help out. So you can go through that, but the CCMS daycares don't always have, like, we have higher protocols and higher standards and stuff here at Head Start because we're governmentally funded, whereas CCMS programs and daycares, they're just state.
Okay, awesome.